no. Please don't change.
He's the first older Doctor for a long time. He is a very old fan of the show, and I know he's over the moon to be doing it. And I think he's said himself, I think he wants to be a less approachable Doctor, a bit grumpier probably. And Matt and David were both very human Doctors, and I think Peter wants to be a bit less knowable, and I think that immediately becomes very exciting because you don't know what he'll be a bit more unpredictable. I mean, it's very important to say the Doctor is always the Doctor. He's not suddenly going to turn into a bad guy, but the way that he approaches things will change. But then it always does. That's the great strength of the program, and it's really exciting as you suddenly get a total change. It's not like any other show whereby you could, if you recast, not that we ever were, but if you recast Sherlock Holmes, he would still be Sherlock Holmes, and you'd want him to be the same. But the point of the Doctor is that each incarnation is totally different, and so it's basically like having the same set of playthings, but then you just move the pieces around.
Well, here we are at last.
Sherlock went off the roof. We knew how he was going to come back. We had no idea that it would become this international talking point. So that by the time I came to write episode 1 of the series, we knew that we couldn't just explain it because it would be a disappointment, really, to be honest. Because I kept in the months building up to it, I kept doing interviews where I said, there's only so many ways you could fall off a building and survive. Because I think people were starting to expect it was a kind of miracle, and I did that because I knew in the end, of course, the truth is a little disappointing. It has to be. In the end, the mystery is the most important thing.
Like Hitchcock.
So yes, so exactly. So I get this idea of starting it with an outrageous fake version, which would then sort of knock people off their course, so that by the time you get to what is possibly the truth, it doesn't really matter anymore because it's not the issue. That was an acknowledgement of how big that had become, but it's not the same as trawling through the internet every day looking at people's theories and things like that, because then you'd go mad if you did that.